We'll just keep going until we get it right. All right. Boom, bum, 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 bum.
Hey, it's your boys, Papa Dealey, Uncle Jeffy, coming at you live via the conceptual orgy of information that is the interwebs. Today is the first ever podcast on the channel, and if you guys are looking from the future, we haven't figured a way to kill out Osama bin Laden again.
What did you say my name was? I think my name changed.
It's
from
Papa
take one to
Dilly.
take two. Papa Dilly, okay.
Papa Dilly.
I don't think that's what it was at the start.
It sounds like a Sydney suburb.
My name's going to change every week.
It already does.
Papa Dilly. All right. What was your name? Uncle Jeffy.
Uncle Jeffy.
It's good to be here, Uncle Jeffy.
The classic.
Thanks for having me on the show.
No worries. Glad to be here. It's like we're not in your room or anything.
We've got a premium setup.
Yeah. Don't tell them. We want to.
Don't tell them we're both in bed right now, sitting on my bed.
In the same bed.
My single bed.
Lying down under the covers.
Hey, it's cold. It's a cold winter.
It's a cold winter.
Morning, so you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, my pants are off just because like skin touching. Great way to share warmth.
If you're gonna run a podcast together, you got to get intimate. That's what I
exactly.
researched online. So this is the best way to do it.
We had a weekend in Fiji. Mm-hmm. No, we just
weekend getaway,
snuggling up in bed. A nice way to debrief before uni starts again.
Exactly. Uni's already started. We're in week 2. Where have you been?
Fuck.
Shit.
All right. What's our first topic of the podcast, Dylan?
That's a good question, Uncle Jeffy. It is shit. Street stoppers. You were telling me you ran into...
Ah, yes. For the listeners out there, street stoppers can be very annoying. I'm sure you'd all agree. And we just thought we'd share a couple of our own stories for street stoppers.
Shit, now I'm going to have to think of a story.
Exactly.
I thought it was you share a story.
Don't worry.
Okay. Hopefully yours is good.
I've got one in the bank.
Okay, good.
Get ready for this. So I was walking home.
I think I've got one in the wank bank too. I'll just
Love
try
it.
and find it. Keep going.
So I was walking home. Had a couple of beers. Had a couple of brewskis at a party. I was just strolling home. Usually in the Sydney CBD, there's a couple of odd characters out there. Mm-hmm. But I was just walking past this really friendly, young-looking blonde guy. Yeah, he was tall. He was British. I didn't really think much of it. I went to walk past him, and he stopped me, and he goes, "Oi, mate, do you like rap?"
Do you like rap?
I was stunned. I didn't know what to say. Like, I said no. I lied. He said, "Oh, that's a really shame because I'm a rapper." I said, "Okay, mate." He's like, "I could rap for you if you want." I said, no, that's all right. I'm just really happy to go home. And he goes, "You sure you don't want me to rap? Like, I'll just do you a favor. It'd be cool." Nah.
You can't say no to a free rap. I'm surprised you're turning this down.
I'm surprised too, but he was bigger.
Especially you love your music.
I get scared when he's bigger than me. British accents are the most evil in the world. They start friendly, but...
So did he rap for you?
No, I don't like rapping with British accents. That's
British rappers, Australian rappers.
I hate them all. So maybe I don't like rap.
You should have done a rap battle with him there. Was it in the Central Station tunnel?
No.
That's where a lot of these people.
That's where all the
found.
accordion duels happen. Mm-hmm. No, this was right out front of the line of Chinese restaurants that line my apartment block.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like Spice Alley way.
No.
Okay.
Like,
There's a lot of Chinese
No
restaurants
one's gonna...
everywhere in Sydney, to be honest. You could mean anywhere.
That is true.
Do you want to...
What about you? What's your story?
I don't know. I haven't really got any stories. I do have a tip, though, if you want to avoid these people. Because...
Eating is perfect.
Eating.
If you're eating, you can't talk to someone, so I just put like a earpiece in. And like, you get fat, but like, it's helpful. You just mowing into a chicken wing, and they're like, "Be vegan," and I'm like...
I feel like these people are pretty desperate, though. Like, I've had headphones on before, and they still stop you to, like, take your headphones off.
I hate when they ask your name. It's like, nah, dude, this is...
Getting too personal.
Out of bounds. Like, you're stopping me on my walk away, you're asking my name. Like, we haven't even matched on Tinder yet. Jesus Christ.
But I do have a tip if you want to avoid these people. Better than eating, I'd say. because when
It's
you're
not whipping
eating,
your dick
you've
out,
only
is
got close. No, it's not. Because one time I got stopped by one of these people, and you know how you can, when you see them from a fair while away, you can kind of avoid them a bit. You can kind of like, okay, start steering away, look not interested, and they're not going to bother with you. But like, I was looking at my phone or something, look up, and he's a meter away from me staring at me. He's like, shit, okay, he's got me. And he's like, asked me my name and stuff, and I'm talking, I'm like, okay, I'm too deep into this, I can't get out now. But he asked me how old I am, and at the time I said, I'm pretty sure I was 19, so I said, I'm 19, and he said, oh, sorry, you're too young, but have a nice day.
I've done that before. Nah, I'm a 19-year-old gentleman at time of recording this. And I was when this person stopped me. And someone's like, how old are you? And I know like they can't get you when you're 21.
Yeah.
So I said 18. I didn't even think about it. I just straight up lied about my age.
Yeah, but it works.
But I wasn't even 21.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what... it might be different ages for different... Because they're all from different organisations.
No, because I think it's like to give money, like you have to have like a credit card or something like that, and I don't know.
But I have a credit card and I'm 19. But anyway, whatever it is, I reckon the magic number, say you're 17, because then you're under 18 at least.
That's how I get into pubs.
You say you're 17. What kind of pubs are you going to?
Amazing play.
Hey, on the topic of pubs, I'm still pissed that I got asked for ID when we went to the pub the other day and you didn't, and I'm like 2 years older than you. Almost.
You're 9 months at most.
9 months. I was 20
months.
when you were 18.
No, I'm
Yes.
19 now.
But you're 18.
You
You're
were
19
turned 20 in
recently.
February.
April, but okay, maybe it is only 9 months.
It's less than 9
Feels
months now.
like more. But still.
He keeps
I'm
putting the
9
daddy
months
on me.
older.
This is why he's Daddy Dilly.
I'm not.
So I'm just Uncle Jeffy. By the way, I am a legitimate uncle.
Are you actually?
Yes,
You're one
I
of
am.
those. You've got an older sister. Like a lot
I have
older or something?
stepsisters, so not by blood, but you know.
Still counts.
Yeah, the water is thicker than blood.
What kind of uncle are you?
You know, the ones that say worse jokes than dad jokes. No, I'm the one that, like, because I'm not technically part of, like, the biological family, I sort of sit in the corner, sipping a Sprite, and just sort of see the kids and, like, say hi when they come up, and then they sort of just, like, freak out and then leave.
Okay.
Classic uncle stuff.
Yeah, I've got one of those uncles. The guy sipping Sprite in the corner, yeah. Like, Uncle Harold, of course.
Weirdest thing, I'm always wearing a trench coat, like, coincidentally.
I could see you wearing a trench coat. No, I don't think I have any other stories of those guys, because I always tell them I'm 17 now.
Oh,
They don't bother me these days.
Well, I've got a couple more.
Oh, okay.
As you may have already been aware, I got stopped the other day from a guy trying to give out Bibles.
Bibles?
Yeah, on the street.
That's I
That's
wouldn't
free
say no
shit,
to a
like-
not Bible. Like that's not even bad.
But I don't even like the people that give me like Uber vouchers because like when you've used that once and last
You
time I
can't
used,
use them again. Yeah.
didn't even work. And
Oh really? Because you've already used one?
because
Or
no,
the first
because I was
one
going to
didn't
the airport, so like they charged me $50, and I was like, I had $20 voucher. It wouldn't even let me.
Oh,
Bastards.
rip-offs.
Yeah, and then the other
So
one.
did you grab a Bible? That's the question of the day.
No, I got scared because of my Satanism and
You're,
had to run off.
you're Satanist.
Yeah, I felt my skin starting to burn. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Hobo Steve that time.
I forgot about Hobo Steve.
Yeah.
But maybe it was because you have a history of... Were you burning Bibles or you were destroying a Bible?
No. Before I moved to the gracious city, I decided to have a farewell party with my high school friends. We had a bit to drink, and we had a goon sack of Cowboy Bacchus butterscotch cream.
I've never heard of that in my life.
It's rip-off Bailey's.
Okay.
It comes in a bag.
How much?
It's 2 liters and it's $26.
Not bad. That's not
It's
bad.
it's not too bad. So we had a ritual for that one night only.
Satanic ritual?
Yeah.
Or...
We all
Just
poured
an
glasses
ordinary
half filled up with these butterscotch cream,
Okay.
boiling water, protein powder,
Boiling water.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
honey, and a number of other things I can't even remember. I was too drunk, but my friends were like, "This is a great idea." We all came in a circle. We read a passage from the Bible, and then
What passage was it? Is that important?
I have no idea. But next thing led to another. Everyone drank the drink. Either vomited straight away.
So, wait, did you let it cool down first?
No,
Boiling
no.
water?
Well, it was like a hot chocolate, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, it was already cooled down. It was like 12:03 at this point. And then,
That's specific.
Yeah, it has to do with the ritual.
Oh, okay.
It's an inside thing.
Right.
Yeah, and in that kerfuffle, the Bible had butterscotch cream spilt on it. Family heirloom. I wiped it clean, mostly. It was still soggy. I just closed it up and put it back in the
So was
cupboard.
the objective of the ritual...
It was not to destroy the Bible,
Okay.
no.
what was the objective?
I fucking asked them.
Okay.
I was just like, you destroyed a family heirloom.
Wow.
To this day, I haven't told my mum, so...
Is there a stain?
I looked back like a week later, and I couldn't find one, so...
Okay. You've covered it up pretty well.
Yeah, and plus no one reads the Bible these days, Jesus. You read it once in your life, and then you're like, that's enough.
I reckon a lot of people haven't even read it once.
Well, why would you? Like, I can't even bring myself to read The Shining.
I've started reading the Bible, actually.
It's
Got
helpful.
one up
Yeah,
there,
the
right?
apologetic study Bible.
Yep, a friend gave it to me, so I thought, you know what, I might pick it up, see what this is all about.
Yeah, what is this Leviticus fella
Really?
saying?
Yeah.
Stone all the homosexuals.
I started the Old Testament, it really sucks. Like, it's really boring. So, but the New Testament, it's a bit better.
I've heard it described, the Old Testament, as like proper grungy God, like when he was still mad and angry and shit.
I haven't got up to that bit.
And then like the New Testament, it's like they bring in like anti-God, he's like Satan, and then they bring in like God's son, and he's like it's like the Bible fan fiction.
It's great. No,
And like
I
then the
haven't-
Jews left because they're like, no, this isn't my Christianity, and then
I've only read a few pages. I don't think that counts as me reading the Bible. I try to get through it.
I'm making wild statements on the Bible, so I guess I'm 80%
sounds like
of the population.
It sounds like you've read it all. You've read it quite thoroughly.
No, I watch Family Guy.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
So back to the story. Did you pick up a Bible from this guy?
No, I
Said
ran
no.
off.
You turned down a Bible.
I turned down a Bible.
God.
I had to run away because of Hobo Steve.
Who's Hobo Steve? For the people who don't know.
He's just in the tunnel. Like you know, you don't see him, but you know he's there. He's the one who makes the stairs smell like piss. He's like a little dewdrop fairy, but for the worst things in life.
Hobo Steve. There you go. So you said you had a few more stories of these street stoppers.
I have one more, and it involved me being really bad. I was introductory weeks in university. I've been used to being friendly. I happen to be a networker. I'm someone people come to feel like they're home and safe. And I got really sick of that after a couple of days.
Sick of people coming to you? Do a lot of people come to you in that sort of thing?
A lot of people just like recognize you, like, oh, it's you, and I'm like, oh, I don't know you, but
You're like the face of
I'm like
building,
the happy face, and
Yeah.
it's good being nice.
You've even got your own catchphrase.
Yeah. What can I ding dong diddly do for you? But
Who wouldn't come up to you with a catchphrase like that?
yeah, exactly. I'm the David Bowie of the social era. So
But it's become a curse.
yeah, and well, not just that. It just gets boring, like being so nice to people. And so I was walking to Woolworths, and I was tired. Like socializing can wear you out after a while. And I had this street stopper come to me, like from UNICEF or something, and they're like, "Oh, you look friendly." And I said in like the darkest voice, "No, I'm not." And like the sound of her voice just went super sad, and just like it's like okay. And then I just walked off, and I was like, well, I feel bad now.
Yeah, I always feel bad after when they say something to you. That's why I try to like not even get them to say anything. I try to like move away from them.
I think that's like our generation now. It's just like I want to get in and out of a store before anyone talks to me. Like as soon as I get in the store, I see people like perking up their ears. It's like, holy shit, a customer. I'm like just running out. Like all I wanted to look at was your vans, man.
I think you've summed it up pretty well. Like, do you do this? I don't know if this is just me. Maybe I've taken it to the extreme. But if someone rings me these days, I'll wait. Like, I won't answer. I'll wait till it finishes ringing, and then I'll Google the number to try and work out who it is.
I literally can't do that. I tell you why.
Why?
I don't know what happened with my like SIM card or whatever. But
It doesn't tell you who's calling.
every number, even numbers in my contacts, come up as unknown.
Oh,
So I have no idea.
they're the worst callers because then you can't Google it.
Yeah.
There's no way I answer.
Because there's no number comes up. No,
so everyone,
nothing.
if I called you right now, it'd be unknown.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a contact.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I think it's like an old SIM card or something. But I always do a thing where I like ignore the first call. If they call again, it's important.
Yeah. Well, I always think if it's important, they'll leave a message.
Yeah. And then, like, usually from the message, you can figure out who it is. Like, if they're like, "Oh, come to the bar, mate."
I always justify, like, I could be in the shower. I can't answer a call in the shower.
Oh, I'm usually, like, in meetings when people call me. Like, someone called me last night, and I was at a concert. I'm like, I ended up answering, and I was like, they're like, "Oh, come to the bar." I was like, "I can't hear you." And like, I'm like, "Look, this is where I am. If you need to message me, please. But I gotta go." Like, all right, bye.
No, I'm the worst. I'll be doing nothing, lying at home, scrolling through Facebook on my phone, and if a number pops up, I won't answer it.
People need to like call through Messenger or WhatsApp and stuff like that. That's the way of the future.
I reckon there's just too many telemarketers and things that you just don't know who's calling you, and I don't want to.
I've had a couple of telemarketers call me.
I get so many. I get like.
I was like waiting on a job, and there was just this lady, and it was like beep beep beep. I'm like, why are you putting me on hold? You called me.
Wait, she'd put you on hold.
Yeah, she was like, so like. I could not understand what she was saying. Like, that's not because of ethnicity. It's because she had the worst mic in the world. So she just, like, she calls me and she's like, I'm like, all right, what? And it's like,
put on hold by a telemarketer. That's
yeah,
amazing.
I know.
Jeez.
Got offended.
Wow. Have you ever got, like, a scam caller? Like, I always get scam callers. Like, There's this scam going around that they'll call you, but like hang up straight away, so you have no time to pick it up. Not that I would anyway.
Yeah.
But then they leave this message that they must like pre-record, and it's like, "I'm from the government. You've been doing like this dodgy stuff. You need to give us a call back."
See,
and
like
stuff.
this
It's
is why, like, I assume it's a scam because I know the government has no idea what it's doing.
Yeah.
Like, if they can't, it took me like 7 weeks to get my Centrelink sorted out. Like, I don't think they're gonna call me.
Centrelink.
They're gonna send me like a really vague email, and then 6 weeks later they're gonna like cut my payments.
Yeah. Well, I got a threatening call saying like, if you don't call back and fix this up, we'll take your house. And I'm like, well, I don't have a house, so I think I'm pretty safe. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I had a house.
My roommate just got a email or like a call from someone named Sarah, and he was calling him Julie.
Okay.
And he was like, "You need to pay for your gas, Julie." And he's like, "I don't pay for my gas normally."
Is his mum's name Julie?
No.
Okay.
It's just maybe it was Gloria.
Gloria. Name not important.
Yeah.
Especially since you give out fake names a lot.
Giving out fake names is a great way to like spice up your life if you're really bored and don't really know what to do. Like, if you're at a pizza shop, my name is one of the most misspelt names. I think it's like the male equivalent of Caitlin, like Brendan.
Why? Because you could do like a...
There's Brennan, Braden, Brandon, Brendan.
There's a few variations.
There's
Dylan has some
lots.
variations as well. Like
Yeah.
ILLON.
Yeah, but most of those are like bogan interpretations.
That's true.
It's like if you can't spell Dylan right, there's like you're just trying to be unique and you probably live in a caravan. And
Yeah, I can get behind that.
sorry to all the alternative Dylans out there.
Nah, I've got the superior name anyway. They can
Exactly.
I can tune out right now. No, okay.
But like,
Sorry.
so I usually just give a fake like one syllable name because it's easy to say. Stu.
Stew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stew. Like
We
what's wrong
can't
with
stuff
stew?
up stew.
Yeah. Disco stew.
Disco stew.
People know what stew is. If you spell it as the food, you're an idiot.
Well, I was going to say that. What if they spell it STEW?
Well, then they're idiots.
Well,
Like,
still
that's
stew.
it.
You can't get offended if they spell a fake name wrong, can you?
I can pretend to be.
Do you-
But I also like giving out fake names to people that I know I'll never meet again.
Until you meet them again.
It's only happened once. But I want to see how fake of a name I can give before people like raise an eyebrow.
Well, it's not a thing you can really question.
Because yeah, we go to a university with many nationalities. So
Yeah.
I've given names like Friedrich, Reginald, Alonzo.
But it's too risky. If I hear a fake name, it's too risky to accuse them of faking their name.
Yeah.
Because they'll get offended if it is their real name. And if it's not their real name, well, you're not really. What am I achieving? You know.
I just feel if I use like a super ethnic name and I'm like the whitest boy on the planet, apart from Daddy Dilly over here. Yeah, I feel like
I'm
maybe
white.
I want to see it. I'm gonna test it in different environments. It's my personal science experiment.
Speaking of whiteness, do you reckon I've been getting whiter because I've been eating nothing but white bread for a week?
You're whiter, but like your hair just makes it seem more thick. So you got like this.
Really?
You get this werewolf coat that like darkens your skin up, but like really.
So I look tan, but I'm not. I'm just white and hairy.
It's like an artificial darkness. It's like you can tell you're pale, but like it doesn't matter as much because.
That's good. I like it.
It's a happy
so I should
medium.
never wax. That's good. I never thought about that.
There's other reasons why you should never wax.
Okay.
It's painful for one.
I'll do it on the podcast episode one time. Just not even video, just audio wax.
Yeah, I was gonna say like we should just like make a bunch of visual references and stuff that no one's ever gonna see or care
Audio
about.
only. Yeah. We'll have to do an episode just on that.
Yeah, because I was gonna talk about Dylan not noticing my haircut, me being so offended because all the listeners you can tell. Look, that's shorter hair.
Did you hear that? I feel like
we might have to amplify that.
We might. That's shorter hair right there. No, I don't. I'm a very non-observant person, especially with hair or any.
But do you do good with like faces and stuff?
I do. Clothing as well. I'm terrible at clothing. I just don't notice. I just have no interest in things like that. Like I don't care about fashion or anything like that. So if you change it up, I'm not going to notice because I don't know what you were wearing last time. You know. So if you change your hair, unless it's really radical, unless you've got a multicolored mohawk the next day, I might notice it. But I'm not going to notice if you get a haircut.
You didn't notice when I dyed my hair blue.
You don't? What? When did you dye your hair blue? You definitely didn't dye your hair blue.
I have dyed my hair blue.
Shit. When?
I did. Like
Okay, well that's
last
if
semester.
he did. Either he's shit, full of shit, or
I'm
he
not,
did. And I
ask
didn't notice
anyone.
it. So that's proof that I don't notice.
my profile picture right now is my hair like on the endings of blue.
I don't believe that.
It's true.
It definitely wasn't very blue if it was blue then.
Because that was like when it was coming to the end of blue, but
like. We have a mutual friend who got offended that I didn't notice that she dyed her hair and cut it.
that was a very subtle like change though.
Oh, wasn't it?
It was the same style. It was like
almost
slightly
the same
darker.
colour. It went from dark brown to darker brown and a little bit shorter. And she got offended that I didn't notice. Whereas your hair, you've showed me the picture of what it was yesterday. It's radically different, and I didn't notice. So I feel like you can be offended at that.
That doesn't save you though.
No, I'm saying I know it doesn't save me, but I'm saying if I don't even notice that, our other friend can't be offended.
See,
that I
I'm in
don't
the
notice a minor
unfortunate
change.
position. I'm in the unfortunate position where I only notice hair change.
Well, you have a unique skill.
Yes. No, it's not a unique skill. It's like it's a curse, if anything. It's like if someone changes their hair, I will not be able to recognize them. Unless I know them pretty damn well.
Luckily, I only get every time I get a haircut.
It got to the point where like I identified my now ex-girlfriend. Like I would be like she'd wear her hair in a ponytail. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Who is this? Who is this person in my bed?
No, no. Like they just get to school and because everyone's wearing the same uniform, you see them from behind. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I see what you
And
mean.
it's the same if I'm watching a movie and two like of the female actresses have blonde hair, like 90% of the time they're gonna have the same body type because it's Hollywood. And I'm like, I cannot tell these two characters differently.
Yeah, I reckon I feel like I suffer from that a little bit too, to be honest. A lot of people look the same.
Yeah.
This is something we were talking about another time, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
no. It got into a racial thing because like there was that whole thing is like all black people look the same or all Asians look the same, and I said like all white people look the same. I can't tell them apart, but that's just because I'm really unobservant and really shit at identifying facial features.
Well, I was thinking about this the other day. I reckon there's a finite number of different ways a person can look.
Yeah.
There's 7 billion people on the planet.
So
There's going to be
fascinated
some
by it.
double ups.
Like if I know someone, I know what they look like. I can tell them apart from other people. But like if they put two strangers and like 10 minutes later put like another stranger and said like, oh no, they just got a different haircut. Even if it was a completely different person, like, even if they had a significantly different facial structure, I'd be like, oh, yeah, alright.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I'm so non-observant like that. I wouldn't even...
Johnny Depp, look at him. He changes every movie.
I can't recognise, like, Johnny Depp in all these different movies.
He's
like,
usually just a freak. Like, that's how you identify him.
Just...
It's like, if he's got a white face and he's, like, speaking funnily, that's how you know it's Johnny Depp.
Have you ever seen that Johnny Depp movie where he's the Indian?
No, Lone Ranger. No,
we need to watch that one day. Because we have a thing of watching terrible movies, and I feel like that's got to be on the list.
Yeah, tell them about the terrible movies that we watched, Dylan.
We've watched... Well, first of all, Ant-Man is not a terrible movie, can I just say? Like,
it was boring.
I love that movie, and everyone seemed to hate it, but it's a great movie, so I'm not putting it on the list.
It's because we kept talking over it. It was like, oh, look at the funny man, you shrink.
It's like, the other day we watched Hot Rod, and... It seemed bad because we were talking a lot, but I reckon if you watched it by yourself...
I have watched it by myself when I was younger. It's semi-decent.
Yeah.
I still think...
I don't think it's the best movie out there.
There's poor scenes in it.
Yeah.
But but I find a lot of enjoyment in movies that you can make fun of, like such as the Fat Albert movie that we watched. It's the funniest freaking thing in the world.
It's
where you see this girl start crying and then a cartoon man jumps out of the screen. Yeah. And like the lady like screams violently because
it's a great movie. It's on my top 10 must watch list. If you haven't seen it, give it a watch. Also, what I really want to watch, but every time I bring it up, you say, "Oh yeah, I watched that last week." So I don't know how many times you've watched this movie in your life. Stuart Little.
Stuart Little.
It's a movie from my childhood that I want to relive. And every time I say, "Let's watch Stuart Little," you're like, "Oh, I watched that last week." How many times are you watching Stuart Little per year?
As a child, I had an affinity with Stuart Little. I think he could beat Remy from Ratatouille in a fight easy. He's got a car for one. What fucking Remy has, he has a fucking manly pilot. It's fucking car to the shin. He's down. He's a clumsy motherfucker. No, but, I watched Stuart Little 2 with Sophie and no one knows Sophie, but a friend and then another friend that's now in the crazy lands of New York. We watched that movie, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. And then the other week, when the said friend from New York left, I was pretty shaken. I watched Stuart Little 1. It was on the TV, and the point where Stuart Little left his family, I teared up.
I can't even relate to that scene because I can't remember it because I haven't seen it in so long, and I just want to watch it. Stuart Little. We need to have a Stuart Little session.
We need to have a Stuart Little marathon.
How many are there? There's at least 3, isn't there? There's a third.
No, there's 2, but then there's more movies. No, but they're fully animated. Like, I remember seeing a box set for it, and it's like all 2D animation because they couldn't like hire House, the actor, again. You know House?
Oh, that is he the
actor
guy
from
off
House? Yeah.
Okay. Is his name House?
No.
Is his last name House?
No, he's physically a house.
No, what is that? What is that guy's name? Does anyone
it's like
know?
Hugh McLaurie or something like that.
Okay, so his name's not... Okay.
His name's not...
Okay, I just had to check. See, this is... Going back to names, I didn't want to say... Okay, here's a topic. I'm the most gullible person you ever meet. So if you tell me someone's name's House, I'll believe their name's House. You convinced me that one of our friends was autistic. I think you might have planted the seed in my head that I'm autistic because I had to do an online test to make sure I wasn't, which I'm not, by the way.
That's a party game.
But
we all did an autism
anything.
test. I got potentially.
Potentially, really? I got like 0 to...
No, because I think...
You get a score.
No, because mine was like, do you often take people too literally? And I think that was the nail in my own coffin there. Take
people too literally? Well, that's
you
me.
do that too,
that's
yeah.
That's me, like, to the extreme.
Because I
remember... Maybe we took a different test.
I remember even in kindergarten, they used to say, "Oh, put your thinking caps on," and I'd physically go to my bag and like pretend to get a hat out and then put it on my head.
You just like to get into it. That's method acting.
Yeah, you know, I was a cheeky bugger from the age of 6.
But I think that taking things too literally, I think that's what planted the seed in my head that I might have mild autism, because that's a symptom, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a range of symptoms. I don't want to get too much into it. I don't want to offend anyone.
No, but that's why I wrongfully thought I might have, but I don't. I did an online test, and I don't.
It's alright, yeah.
So
we don't need doctors.
Yeah. Well, diagnosing yourself online is way better than a doctor.
Exactly, it's cheaper.
I thought I had AIDS last week, so that's
Whoa!
I had all the symptoms.
Where did that story come from?
I had
You
all
have
the
to back up.
symptoms. I had all the symptoms, and I was just googling. I was like, there was like an online symptom thing. You put in your symptoms, and it lists all the possible things you could have, but there's only so many symptoms out there, and there's like so many diseases that it gives you a long list, and HIV was one of the things in the list. So I couldn't rule it out. I might have had HIV.
You can rule it out.
You can get it from toilet seats, you can get it from anything.
Yeah, I know, it's
So-
a modern killer.
I might have it still. I don't know.
I
I hope not. But you never
I
know.
doubt you have AIDS.
Don't self-diagnose. No, I went to the doctor after. I didn't have it. So
At least you got tested. That's the
I
important
didn't
part.
get HIV tested, but he said like, yeah, you don't have HIV just from like the symptoms. He's like, he didn't even need to test me. He's like, you don't need to test. Like,
You brought it up though.
he's like, you're a virgin, but just looking at you don't need a test. that's what he said to me.
No, mate. You like Stuart Little.
It's like, when have you ever wanted to watch Stuart Little in the last week? That was the first question. I'm like, yeah, all the time.
No, the
Yeah,
question
okay,
was
you don't-
like, are you Stuart Little active?
yes, I am. No, I'm not. I want to be, but I can't. Brandon won't watch it with me.
All my friends are doing Stuart Little.
Yeah, I want to be like the cool kids. God.
Don't be peer pressured.
Oh, man. Do we want to end it there on Stuart Little? Stuart Little and HIV?
Yeah, how long have we been going for? Like, Jesus.
Half an hour.
Half an hour. All right. Might as well end it there. Do you have an ending jingle?
No, but let's make one up now.
All right. You do the drums, and I'll
Okay.
do the medley.
Line. I love it.